Hi, what's up, YouTube? I want to welcome all of my followers back. You know, the ones I'm gonna get in the future to my channel. I don't know how many of you guys have went and checked out the reading I did on Nipsey, but it's already been uploaded. I'm gonna do a part 2 soon, so be looking out for that.
Well, the name of this podcast is Wrap Around the Table. Welcome.
But yeah, we wrapped around the table, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. The first thing that I want to address is this Rodney Reed case. By the way, this is my mom.
Good afternoon. My name is Phyllis.
Okay. So, she's not really up with this Rodney Reed case, but I wasn't either. Like, I just heard about it maybe like 2 or 3 days ago. So I kind of been following it since then, but I personally believe that this whole situation is a setup. I believe that the police is corrupt. Well, mainly the husband or fiance at the time is corrupt, and he's trying to cover some stuff up. That's my take on it. Not saying that Rodney's innocent by any means, but innocent of this particular case.
That's what I'm saying. I believe if he's not guilty on this particular, then they should give him a stay of execution. I mean, they should look into the case at least.
Absolutely.
That's my take upon it, yeah.
But I also did a mini reading on this Rodney Reed case. I'm going to upload that soon so you guys can check that out. But basically, I mean, they're not going to admit that they made a mistake here because there's so much evidence convicting him of this crime. So, I mean, even though it's 2019, y'all, like I said on the reading, they still not trying to admit that they be fucking up. Like, all of these cases from the 80s, the 90s, like, when they did, a lot of these people were not expecting technology to be what it is today. So,
Absolutely.
they thought they was cool. Like, we done got away with some shit. But now all this evidence is coming forward, letting them know that they fucked up, messed up. They don't want to admit to that. So, it is what it is. I don't really see them giving him a stay or a pardon or anything. I don't see them admitting that they did this. I think they are going to execute him, which is really unfortunate because, again, it's 2019. I mean, we just had the case of the Big Six. Or wasn't it like called the Big Six or something? The guys, the New York Central Park
yes,
shooting. Yeah, we just had that case where they had to backtrack and say that they were wrong, but they're still not trying to say that they're wrong. So, but
well, that's been an ongoing thing since the United States was founded. So, but that's another topic for another day.
But on the toes of that's my thoughts on the Rodney Reed case. It's so many similar cases to him. Speaking on that, I'm not by no means a Kim Kardashian fan, but I definitely had a problem with Cyntoia Brown Long not giving credit to Kim. When it came to getting her freedom, she gave everybody credit but Kim. And I think I had a real problem with that because whether you want to admit it or not, Kim played a part in her being pardoned. Kim played a part in bringing that light back to the case. So I really think she should give props and credit where it's due and stop giving so much credit to other people. Even though there may have been other people working together, but I believe, to not acknowledge that this woman had a hand in your freedom at all. In your interviews, it's a little shady to me. I'm just saying.
You know how shady women can be sometimes.
So, but shout out to her. I mean, I'm not a hater. I'm glad she has her freedom, but I just feel like that woman played a part in that. So give her props. Kim don't do much, to get back to the community. So when she do, give the sister her props. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, moving along. So I'm gonna get into reality TV world a little bit. Keyshia Cole and this new young man. A lot of people, I saw the interview that she did with Nick Cannon, and a lot of people were giving her so much flack, because of the age difference. And why y'all? What's the problem? Like, what's up? Talk to me about it. I need you to get in the comments and let me know what is the problem.
Hit the bell.
What's the problem with her dating a younger man. And why are people so set on that? They feel like she his sugar mama, she this, she that. They felt like he came across immature. I didn't get where he came across immature in that interview. I don't get where he came across nervous. I felt like he held his own in the interview. So I don't know what y'all saw, but I saw something different. But why y'all tripping off of the age difference? Like, what's your take on you're an older woman, Mom. What's your take on the older woman and younger man? Could you see yourself being a cougar?
Well, since I'm a married woman, no, I couldn't see myself being a cougar. But I happened in my lifetime had a younger man that I was older than, and I don't really see nothing wrong with it. It's not as long as it's not a juvenile. You know what I'm saying?
I believe he's like, what, 23 or 20, something like that. I think he's 23 and she's like 38.
That's not too bad.
It's really not, y'all. No, it's really not. Like, but let me say this. Ain't nobody had a problem when Jay-Z was sniffing behind Beyonce, and there's a huge
Foxy Brown
age gap there. So I mean, y'all be picking and choosing. That's all I'm saying. Absolutely. I don't see nothing wrong with it. Their son is adorable. I have a problem with every time she gets something going on, she got to come back with a new reality show. I mean, I would rather she focus more on her family music, and just coming back with the music. You don't have. Anyway. So, I just didn't understand why they was giving her so much trouble for that. Moving along.
Yeah, I feel on a more serious note, I want to talk about the disappearance of the children. We really need to sit down and talk about this thing because they are disappearing by droves, and no one knows or no one is trying to do anything about it. And I'm just trying to figure out what is really going on. I've actually heard an officer himself say that it's real out here. They are snatching up our children and it's not being reported. And they're saying if they do report it, they don't know where to start looking for them because they just like disappear in a puff of smoke. So I want your comments on what can we do about this thing of our disappearing children.
Well, let me say this, because a lot of the cases that I have seen when it comes to the children who are being missing and then they're found and all of this, a lot of the mothers are being implemented in these cases. Like they're being either allowing their boyfriends to harm these children or they themselves have a direct hand in the disappearance or harm of these kids. And I'm a mother myself. I cannot. Y'all know I did the reading and the kids was all in the background. Yeah, I don't understand how, you allow, as a mother, I just cannot wrap my mind around that. So
I understand that point, but I mean, that's not all of the children that are missing. I mean, that's some of the cases, but
that's true.
Yeah.
But I'm just speaking from the mother's angle,
right?
Of all of these women who are being implicated in these cases.
Right.
And let me just say this to the family, because a lot of families don't allow these women to get a break. These fathers, they're not there. They're in prison. They're incarcerated. They're working. They're trying to provide, or they just really don't care. Like,
not all of them now. Not all of them now.
Okay, babe, but I'm just saying, like there are a lot of cases where these mothers aren't getting a break. They're overwhelmed. They're tired. They're stressed out. The family members, they don't want to step in. It's like, it's not my business. But we need to get back to being a village, to really helping to raise these kids and not, allowing these mothers to be overworked, tired, overwhelmed, and just frustrated. Give the mothers a break. Facts. Go and get the kids for an hour or two. Allow the mother to just go breathe for a second. And I believe in that strongly. Every mother needs a break.
Yes.
Period. Especially if there's multiple children in the home. Like, give your homegirl. Y'all keep saying y'all got all these homegirls and these friends, but if you can't call your homegirl and say,
you need a break, come get
I'm
the kids
stressed
for a minute.
out, I need some help, and she don't come through, that is not your homegirl. You know what I'm saying? Like, help each other out. As mothers, as women,
as friends,
as sisters. Let's go back to doing that, to helping to raise these kids together. That's my take on it as well. But and stop allowing so many different men around your children. Stop allowing men to be left alone with your kids. If you know his his ass is crazy. If you know he ain't all the way right in the brain. Like, look, I've had my share of crazy relationships. I've had my share of stuff, but
I say you use your women's intuition. Something
yes, you have to
feels in your
protect
soul that
these
something
children.
isn't
You
right.
have to protect
It's
these
usually
children.
right. Something isn't right.
Exactly. You know if he's off, you know something isn't right. Listen to
feel
your
it in the
kids.
spirit.
You know, if that child is crying too much, if something seems not right, then you need to follow that intuition.
Yes.
You know, stop leaving these kids with everybody. When I say get some help, I don't mean just leave the children up the street with Linda, Lisa, and Tom. I mean somebody that you can trust. People band together who know each other. But don't just be leaving these kids with anybody, because these people are crazy in 2019.
Yes,
Okay.
indeed.
Facts.
So,
Absolutely.
You can never know nowadays. That the world is scary.
period. So, you know, we gotta work on that. Leaving our kids with it ain't that serious. If you cannot leave your children with somebody you trust, then keep your ass at home.
Amen.
With your babies.
Facts.
Moving along.
We would like to give out a rest in peace to a friend of my daughter's.
Yes, Don Shay Rogers. If anybody from my era, Danielle Willard Taylor, if Maritza Laina, anybody that I know personally, if y'all watching this and y'all know, we know Don Shay. She just was killed in a car accident, I believe last week. So I'm sending mad prayers, condolences
To her family.
Hugs, just all the good energy and vibes to her family for
Yes.
that. Like, life is so short. It really is. Like, it's no telling when your time is up.
That's
So
right,
just
because
cherish
the kicker
people while
is
they're
she was
here.
the only one that got killed in the whole car. It was 3 children and another adult, and she was the only one that got killed in the car.
Yeah, it always hits home when it's somebody that you know. So, rest in peace to her.
Yes.
Luckily, the kids didn't die though. They was still able to live.
Yeah, that's true.
On the bright side, but I'm sorry for your friend.
You know, we hadn't talked in a while, but it's just when you know somebody and you know what I mean, just to have ever been in their presence and they
Yes.
pass on, it just really
hits
hits
you.
home.
It does.
You know what I'm
It does.
saying? So
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Moving along, y'all know I'm the reality. To bring it back on a lighter note, y'all know I'm the reality ratchet queen. So I just wanted to get into a little review of the Housewives of Atlanta. I ain't been doing. I had to start getting back into being consistent with watching the season. I saw the first show, but I didn't really watch too much of the second show because I be over it. Like, I really do.
Yes.
But they have a way of sucking me back in. This season looked like it might be okay, so I'm gonna try to get back into it. But I'm so tired of these tired ass storylines. Like, I don't believe Portia and Dennis ever separated. So I don't know. I don't think he was living outside of the house. Like, I don't understand why that was even a storyline to be pitched. I mean, I understand
it's reality TV. Well,
they're going too far.
The word on the
They're going
street
too
is,
far.
or Nene, is that she says that the show doesn't start until she comes on the episode. So,
you know, I have mixed feelings when it comes to
she doesn't get along with her
mixed feelings
her teammates.
I have mixed feelings when it comes to Nene. I feel like Nene does bring the show, you know, Nene can bring the show. She can if she wants to, like. But I also believe people are tired of Nene. Like, they're over her antics.
Her arrogance. I think it's her arrogance.
It's her arrogance. The act is tired,
yes,
honey. Like, they tired.
Yes,
you know, so
yes. Go back to yourself.
I don't know how long, girl.
Go back to yourself.
You know, people are going to be interested in seeing the same
Nene.
tired ass Nene. Like, but okay. I have mixed feelings about this surrogacy thing that's going on with Kandi and Todd. I'm not a fan of it. I don't feel like a baby is what they need right now, but okay, sis.
I agree, and they have the money, so I mean, do what you want. But I mean, I don't think it's a thing they need right at this point either. But I want to just digress and go back to the Housewives of Atlanta with Miss Eve. She says she was calling Miss Kenya and Miss Portia nappy-headed chicks. So I read a lot of feedback on that. Should she be removed from the show for calling them nappy-headed?
I mean, no, because these women have said everything under the sun from. I mean, no, I don't. If you can accuse somebody of trying to touch you and all this other crap, and you stay on the show, I don't see where saying
they're nappy-headed.
Their nappy-headed hoes would make her have to be placed off of the show. Like, no, I'm not.
I think they're trying to I
don't know why they
ride off of basketball wise with the skin thing. So now they're going with the hair thing.
I don't know why they want to make Eva look like she's like
broke.
No, like this air of like arrogance where she talks down as if she doesn't realize that she's black. But I guess I get the character.
She does
talk
down, but I don't think it has anything for her not being black. But she does talk down. She does.
Child. So, that's just my take on Real Housewives. Look. So I saw the interview that Omarion did with Vlad. I'm gonna move on to the other Housewives of Atlanta franchise. I saw the interview that Omarion did with Vlad, and it was a very tasteful response that he had. You know, live your life. Like he said, if you're truly happy with this person, then don't
God
make me the
you.
Narrative. I think I have a problem with her trying to paint him out to be this deadbeat father, you know, in the midst of, you know, sis, if you want to be
she wants to do what she want to do, yes.
With Drew, then okay, that's cool. But I don't feel like you
don't
have
make
to
him the villain.
Make him right. I don't feel like you have to make him seem this way to do that. And I think that's what he was trying to express in his interview with Vlad. But other than that,
he's living his life.
I mean, people
keep
I keep seeing that a lot of guys are like, well, any of the women who agree with April, y'all are clearly hoes. Where? How? I don't understand that. I mean, you guys...
Well, they have this bro code, they say, that you're not supposed to... Bros before hoes, you know that.
But it's okay. Look, I'm a ultra feminist. I do not believe in the double standard. I'm not a fan of the double standard. I don't care about the double standard. Like, if a man slept with my friend, it would be considered cool or okay because he's a man. But if I do it, it's like I'm automatically a hoe. I understand women can't do what men can do, but in this aspect, I feel like if I date your friend and he decides he is in love with me and he wants to be with me and we're in a relationship, I mean, whose business is that? You know,
to be fair, there's a double standard for both of y'all. It's like how they say that y'all most likely will get because of y'all having boobs and down there. Like they've said that y'all most likely will get a job faster.
I mean, of course,
just like how they say that we might get more pay, but y'all probably get. We both had double standards in general.
Of
like,
course, I get that there are double standards in the world, but I'm speaking on, and I'm okay with some of the double standards because I believe women can't do what men can do in certain aspects. But
and there's things that we can't do that y'all can do.
Exactly, I agree. But in this aspect, I just feel like it was taken way out of context because it's plenty of relationships in Hollywood where people were close.
Yes, and they got with another person.
They got with the other person, and there's no slack for that. So that's what I'm saying. Y'all be picking and choosing, like
Absolutely.
For real. So.
Yeah, I mean,
nobody was mad at Wayne when he was messing with Christina Milian, who was attached to the Dream, who was the mother of his other kids, who's Nivea. Like that was a hot ass mess. But nobody harped on that, so that's why I said y'all be picking and choosing. Yeah. When it comes to these celebrities, like
get off of it.
Stars
in your eyes.
Get off of it. You know what I'm saying? They ain't done no different than nobody else in the industry. Like, stop playing games. Like, you know what I'm saying? And as far as the whole Jessica,
it's just I think it's just the way the Omarion is carrying it, you know, and making it look worse for them. Is what I'm saying because they're so cool about it.
They're definitely doing the most. Yes. I agree, but I'm just saying as far as people giving them backlash for being together. Period.
Well, I think maybe if they were a little quieter, it wouldn't be so bad.
Yeah, I mean, when you make it a storyline, of course you open the world up to their opinion of it. But you know, I'm just saying, like, don't make it seem like it's the worst thing in the world. That's all I'm saying.
We thank you for tuning in to Wrap Around the Table. Subscribe, hit the button, hit the bell. We thank you.
Yep. So yeah, I'm gonna just leave it there. I'm gonna also be doing interviews, like coming in with a few interviews. I'll let you guys know when I have something solid in place. I'm gonna also still be doing my readings, so check those out as well. And I'm gonna just leave it right here because my mama don't be trying to do too much, so I might hop back online with you guys later and we chop it up then. I'm gonna sign this off. Like, peace.